Okay, so I'm a little confused. How does taking care of yourself help other people? If I take care of myself, how does that help other people? Anybody got an idea? That's kind of tricky. What do you
Um,
think, Ethan?
so if you take care of yourself, then you don't get sick as often and you can be around other people. I mean, like when we're not in coronavirus quarantine, you can be closer to people, but you know.
Good. So if you're healthy, you can be around other people and can help them, right? What if I don't get enough sleep? Is that a problem? Does that affect other people if I don't get enough sleep? Does that have anything to do with my fourth graders maybe or my family?
Well, if you don't get enough sleep, you might be grumpy, and then you might make your fourth graders grumpy, and then they might make their families grumpy, and it just could keep going.
How about parents? When parents don't get enough sleep, is that good? But when you don't get enough sleep, I bet you never get cranky, do you? Are you ever cranky when you don't get enough sleep? I know I am sometimes. And sometimes I'm not as patient with people. So getting enough sleep, eating. What if you're hungry? Has anybody ever heard the term hangry? You know what hangry is? A combination of two words. What two words get smushed together to make the word hangry?
When you're
Do you need to unmute?
I am.
Oh.
When you're hungry and it makes you in a bad mood.
Yeah, put hungry and angry together, you get hangry. Hangry is not good, right? So you know what? When we take care of ourselves, we are able to take care of other people better, right? Oh, all right. So when we take care of ourselves, does getting some exercise help? Anybody ever notice? I noticed this really fast when we were doing that Zoom stuff all of a sudden in school. I would be sitting here at my computer and it wasn't working and this was going wrong and I couldn't do it and everything just wasn't working right. So I went and I took the dog for a walk. And when I came back, I felt better. Anybody ever try that? Go out, take a walk, run around the backyard. Yeah.
When I had schoolwork, like online, I got really bored because it was like past lunch, and me, my mom, and my sisters went out on a walk, and I felt better.
Yeah. It really works, doesn't it? You can give me a thumbs up? You ever go outside and run around, play? Make you feel better? Sort of. Sometimes. You know, sometimes we see pictures of people and they're always skinny and they look like they're very athletic and they're good at catching the ball and all that stuff. Do you have to be skinny and athletic to be healthy?
To be what?
To be healthy?
Not necessarily.
No, not necessarily. Sometimes it looks like that when we're looking at commercials and stuff on TV. Everybody, look like, they're real skinny and muscular and healthy and they're really good at athletics. But just remember, folks, you don't have to be that way. You can be, as long as you are outside and running around, it really doesn't matter if you're skinny or you're not, or you're tall or you're short or whatever you are. As long as you're outside running around, it's all good, right?
And drinking water and juice.
Okay, that's healthy, right? Is drinking soda healthy? Should we drink lots of soda?
No. You can do it once in a while, but not all the time.
That's right. That's true. That's a good point. You can do it once in a while. Can we eat ice cream once in a while and be okay? Is it okay to eat ice cream once in a while? Should we have ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? That wouldn't be good, right? It'd be fun, but not good. What's your favorite flavor? Give me a thumbs up if you like chocolate. No, you don't like chocolate. How about vanilla? Pistachio? Anybody know what pistachio is?
Strawberry.
Oh, strawberry.
Oh, that's hard to say. I like either Oreo or cookie dough.
Oh, Good choices. Good choices.
I like sherbet.
Sherbert. Cool.
Ooh, that's good.
Okay. Rocky Road. Do you like Rocky Road? No? Mint chocolate chip. No? Banana. Oh, no, I thought I had it. Darn, I don't know. It'll be a mystery. Oh, birthday cake? Oh, who doesn't like birthday cake? You know what? I don't like birthday cake. In fact, I don't like sweets. I just don't. So I know I'm probably the only person you know that doesn't like sweets. So yeah, it's important to take care of ourselves so that we are happy, and if we're happy, we can take care of other folks and make them happy. So tell them, hey, maybe you could say, hey, come for a walk with me, right? And then when I take my dog for a walk, it makes her happy. All right. Oh, books. Did you guys bring books? Who's got a book?
I didn't bring a book, but I know what the book would be.
What is your favorite book?
I really like El Defo.
El Defo.
By C.C. Bell.
That's crazy. I don't know what it is. I'm surprised. I don't know. All right, let's see what you got. That's your beautiful centerpiece, right? What's your favorite flavor?
My favorite. I like a lot of books. A specific one.
Okay, good. That's great. What you got there? Brainy quotes? What's that? Oh, Brain Quest. Oh, I used to do Brain Quest with my 4th graders. It was so much fun, right? You get a lot of right answers? Wait. Here's the favorite flavor.
Really?
Gnarly? Swirly. 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 What do you got there? Vanilla and chocolate swirl. We finally know the favorite flavor. Chocolate vanilla swirl. Yay.
I actually do have a favorite book.
Oh, good. What is it?
Like Big Nate.
Oh, Big Nate. I know that one. Yeah, that's a good one. There's a whole bunch of them, right? Awesome. Oh, The Alien Next Door. That's a good book. It's a new one. I don't know that one. Do you have an alien that lives next door?
No. We don't.
I don't know. I don't think my neighbors are aliens, but you never know. You know, who knows? Maybe they are. All right.
Are not real.
Looks like fun.
Aliens are not real.
All right. So join me Wednesday. We're gonna go to the school garden, and we're gonna get to see inside the people's pantry at our church. Ever been in there? We'll get to see what's inside. All right. So here we go. Ready? We're gonna pray. Dear God, thank you for putting your spirit inside us. You guide us, you encourage us, and you make us strong. Help us see ourselves the way you see us, as loving people, kind people, and joyful people. Help us love and take care of our bodies, and remember that we are your beautiful creations. Help us remind others that they are also your beautiful creations. And thank you for always being with us. Amen. All right, folks. Maybe you can order the book. I think I might do that. All right. All right, folks. It was so fun hanging out with you. So I'll see you Wednesday.
I'm hoping so.
I'll see ya.
Bye.
Bye.
D, could you please tell us about that hilarious book you have?
Amelia Bedelia book.
And why do you like Amelia Bedelia so much?
Because she's very funny.
She is very funny. So funny. Has anybody else read Amelia Bedelia books? They're pretty funny. I would take it as a recommendation. What is it?
Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse.
Oh, I love. So So do you have to look for things in the pictures?
Yes.
Oh, can you show us a page? That's so interesting. Oh, so fun. Oh, does it have little doors? Oh, I love that. Oh, so fun. So fun. Unmute yourself.
I have, it's called Little Blues Christmas, and it's like that.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All the time or just on certain pages?
Yeah. Only on one page that's at the end.
I love it. I love it. Is Little Blue Truck, are there other books about Little Blue Truck?
Bobby
Yeah.
has a whole ton of them.
Oh, does he? Okay. How about people here? Has anybody else read Little Blue Truck car among books? Books? Yeah.
I have a SpongeBob book.
Oh my goodness. And what's the name of that one? Let me see that. Lost in Time. So fun. So fun. Oh, and what's this one? Looks like Dr. Seuss.
Find feathered friends.
Oh,
Find Feather Friends.
Oh, I don't know that one. How many people have seen that book before? Anybody?
It's
Ooh,
called Hatchet.
Hatchet. Wow, I know that book. I haven't read it for a while though. Do you have some help with that one?
It's 19 chapters.
Yeah, Daddy reads it to you, right?
Yeah. We already finished the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7, the 8, the 9, the 10, the 11, the 12, the 13, the 14, the 15, the 16. You know
You want to tell her what it's about?
it's about a boy that crashed a plane.
Ooh,
And
wow.
he wants to take the hatchet off, but when an avalanche came, he saw the back of his plane.
Wow.
So the avalanche pulled the plane up. But the pilot never got out of the plane. It was in the lake.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, it seems like you're very far in that book. Very, very impressed.
And there was a moose that hit him.
A what?
A moose.
Oh, a moose. Oh,
He saw a moose, a wolf, and a bear. He saw that bear 2 times. One without cubs and one with cubs.
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I saw a bear a long time ago in the woods, but he was far away. He was far away. Oh, Elmo.
I won't find him.
He found him? Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Well, thank you all for sharing. Thank you all so much. So what about today's story? Tell me some ways that you take care of yourself that we didn't talk about. It looks like Sawyer's having breakfast. Very important. Sawyer, your mouth is full. I'm totally aware of it, but what are you eating? Can you at least show us if you can't tell us? 1 minute. Okay. Who wants to tell us what they had for breakfast today? Anybody?
A waffle.
Ooh, a waffle. Did you put syrup on it? Or just a waffle?
Butter.
Oh, butter. Oh, very tasty. Very tasty.
So these are leftover pancakes from yesterday because every Sunday we have sheet pancakes that have chocolate chips in them, and this one has chocolate chips in them.
Excellent. 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 I love it.
Bagel.
A bagel. What'd you have for breakfast?
What do you have for breakfast?
Nothing.
Nothing yet. Just got up
I
in time for the Zoom.
Oh my goodness. Getting good sleep. How many people slept well last night? Did you guys sleep? No. I slept well. I was happy to sleep well. I thought of something that we didn't show with my nephew Lucas. What about drinking water? Do you all drink a lot of water?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, that's so good for you. Well, those are all ways to take care of yourself.
Milk is good for you too.
Milk is also good for you. Absolutely.
I forget what I was gonna say, but
No worries. You can let me know if you think of it.
it's last night. A few nights since Bubby's moved into my room with his new bed, he has kept me awake.
Oh, really? Is he having trouble sleeping?
Yeah, it takes now that he's there. It takes him 2 hours to fall asleep.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I'm glad you have those chocolate chip pancakes to help you out. Good grief. Well, I am excited for our week ahead. I'm so happy to see your faces. And if you go on our website today, you'll see one activity. It's called a favorite things placemat. You can make that if you'd like to today and think about all the things that make you special, things that are your favorites. And throughout the week, we'll be doing some other activities to keep you thinking about what a wonderful person you are. And before we go, why don't we say a prayer? All right? So let's do this. Put one hand on your head because we're going to be watching other people, see what people need, thinking about what we need. Put one hand on your heart because that's where we have all of our love moving out of us. And I'm going to unmute you. I want you all unmute yourself. And you can pray after me, okay? All right, here is our prayer. Let me find it. Ready? Dear God.
Dear God,
Thank you
thank you
for leading us,
For leading us.
for leading us,
for strengthening us,
strengthening us,
helping us love.
And helping us.
May we love ourselves and love others
And love others.
and love you, God.
and
And
love.
love you, God.
Amen.
Amen.
Have a great, great day. Enjoy your day. And if anyone has anything to tell me, I will sit right here until you tell me, and then you can head on out.
It's the boo-boo buddy when I'm hot.
Oh, for when you're hurt.
A little icy, right?
Yeah.
A little icy.
For ice. Yeah.
Butterfly?
It is a butterfly.
Oh, I love the butterfly. You know what I have right here on my desk? Look at this, right on my desk. Someone gave me this boo-boo bunny. Isn't that funny? It's sitting right here on my desk. Who knew? It means it's not icy because it's been on my desk. But somebody made it for me out of a washcloth.
It's this one, Daisy.
Is it icy? Did you get hurt?
Yes, my homie.
Mommy
Oh,
threw in somehow.
oh
But
man.
anytime we get hurt all throughout the day, we go and get the Boo Boo Buddy, right? And it helps. You get better.
Yes.
Oh, that's so great. That's so great. Such a good way to take care of yourself.
That's what he's thought to go get when you were asking everybody what they can do to take care of themselves. He went to the freezer and brought that over.
That's brilliant. Thank you for sharing that. And I'm glad to have a minute to talk to you.
You're welcome.
I
Goodbye.
How's everyone doing?
Good.
Good.
How are you?
I'm tired, but I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So I think everyone should have brought a book today.
Yes, we do.
So
Sure. So I brought an old copy of My Side of the Mountain. As you can see here, it was very well loved, but I really enjoyed this book because, for one, it was like an older book, and I kind of thought it was neat to be reading a book that my dad read when he was in school, and I thought that was kind of fun that because we both knew about the book, and also I just think it was a really good story. It's about how this boy decides to go into the woods because his grandfather had owned some property and he wanted to go live there, and his dad didn't believe him, and I think he lives there for at least a year through the winter, through everything. But it was kind of interesting how he managed to, you know, what he managed to live in and how he managed to cook things, and it's just interesting.
okay.
I brought this ring. It's called Ballpark Mysteries, The Ranger Wrestler. I like this book because I just kind of like the whole series. It's about these kids who go to all these different ball games and they have to figure out mysteries.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm reading with my mom, Augie, and me. It's like about not about Augie because there's two books because the first one is Wanda and the second one is Augie and me. And then the second one is Julian's perspective, Christopher's perspective, and Charlotte's perspective.
Okay. That's cool. So it's a sequel.
If you know the movie.
Yeah, I remember the movie.
We don't have anything yet.
Okay.
We're not gonna have any.
Well, you can grab any book.
Okay.
Give them some time to pick something.
I chose the Bible.
Okay.
So I like it because it kind of tells stories about like how in times of need God helps us.
Mhm. Okay. Cool. Did anyone have any thoughts on the story about Jesus being questioned? Or anything that stuck out to you or you thought was interesting?
Well, I thought it was just amazing how, like, wasn't this like when it wasn't like when he was an adult, was it? Or was he? How old was he when that took place?
I don't remember. I don't know if it's mentioned.
Because I know there was one time, wasn't it, when they were like coming back from some festival and the Joseph thought he was with Mary and Mary thought he was with Joseph, and they went back and then they were like, where did he go? And then they went back and he was like, didn't you know I'd be in my father's house or something?
Oh yeah, I do.
And but I just thought, I mean, I don't know if that's the same story, but I just thought that story was amazing because, I mean, I can't imagine if you walked up, like someone walking up to someone who thought they knew everything there was to know about the Bible, and then have some kid teaching them, you know, these things, and they're like, what? You know, they would just not believe that. Of course, if he was an adult, they would wonder, you know, why isn't he a priest? You know, so is there a reason he isn't, like, has he done something wrong, or what? You know, why is he not helping us?
Mhm. Yeah, I do remember that story. Anybody else? No? All right. So everyone should have gotten a imaging and color page in your basket. What would it be like to be in the crowd hearing these kinds of questions from the story?
What do you mean?
So Jesus was being questioned by the priests and the religious leaders, and
Okay.
he was basically being grilled on different things. And people probably walked by and listened in on this. So how do you think?
Well, I would just be like, now, see, I don't know how old he was, but I would just, like, if he were older, I would, like, want to, like, I would be afraid for some reason that he would, like, because if I wouldn't have known who he was, like if I would have known he was Jesus, I would have want to go talk to him. But if I was someone who didn't know about Jesus, I would be maybe a little scared because I didn't know that he was, like, that he was doing good things. Like, I would be afraid that he was maybe doing something not nice to the priests or something, but then I would go and I would realize that he was being good.
Okay.
Because I would, like, feel like he would be, but then once I realized, then
Who he was, you would.
yeah, because, like, if you saw someone that wasn't like someone like a priest or something, you would think that he was, like, either saying something that wasn't true or something. And so, but once you realized it was Jesus, then you didn't worry anymore.
Okay. Anyone else? What do you think the crowd would say, or if you were in the crowd, what would you think about what was going on? Nobody? All right. Um, what would it be like to hear Jesus remind the people of God, remind the people of God's most important rules to live by?
Well, like, once, like, that would probably be like, if I didn't know who Jesus was, then I would probably figure it out, because, like, if the priests didn't know it, then why would a normal person know it that's talking to them? So I would think that they wouldn't be normal and they would be like one of God's sons or something.
Okay. Anybody else? You can unmute.
If we didn't have them, then maybe like everybody would like not do the right thing by the rules because we don't have them. So like
So it's important to have the rules.
yeah, because
God.
if we don't have the rules, we might keep getting in trouble
Yeah.
or doing bad.
Mm-hmm. And it's really important that we realize that it's important to like love ourselves and love our neighbor, love God, to like transfer that love to others. So I'm gonna ask like a more personal question, open to anyone. What does it mean to love ourselves? Do you have any ideas?
I think to love yourself is to like not like be proud of who you are, not saying like, oh, I wish I was someone else. Like accept that like you are this person and be proud about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Like to be thankful for yourself, like to be happy that you are who you are.
Oh yeah, definitely. Be happy for yourself.
Well, I think it means that it doesn't matter to you if you're, what you're wearing, or, if you're doing, you don't need to be doing what everyone else is doing. You can just kind of be yourself and be happy with who you are. You don't need to be, having, I don't know, you don't need to be eating the foods that everyone else is eating, doing the things everyone else is doing, going to the places everyone else is going. Just kind of
Mm-hmm.
be you. Just do what you like, and if it's not what everyone else is doing, well, hurrah, you're different, and you have something to talk about, rather than just if everyone's doing the same thing, it's like you don't have anything to say because you know exactly what everyone is doing.
Yeah, I think what I hear from a lot of you is that loving yourself is appreciating the small things is in ways that you're different from other people, and recognizing that you can love that. It's seeing that, it's realizing your gifts, and whether you use it, appreciate it for yourself. You got some comments?
If you like different and people make fun of you, your friend might say you're being mean because you just need to be kind, because if you're kind, like everybody will be your friend.
Well, maybe not everyone. There are always people.
Yeah, but the people that are all kind to you,
Yeah,
they will be your friend if you're kind back to them.
So, how does having love for ourselves help us love other people?
You can kind of get to know yourself, and you can kind of be more you. Like if you're like trying to act like a different person or something, then it's hard to be nice to people because you're worrying about something else. How am I looking? What am I doing? And if you're just yourself, you don't have to worry about should I tell them about this or should I keep it a secret? Or you could just say, this is, I didn't exactly do that, but I did something different. You know what I mean? You can be just more open and
Yeah, it makes things a lot easier. How does having love for ourselves help love others?
It helps because, well, like, you can give them hugs and, like, you can, like, say, like, I love you or something because, like, well, they're your family and your friends. And yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I know that loving yourself and taking care of yourself are very important, because if you're not loving yourself, how can you know that you're applying that love to other people? If you're kind and gentle with yourself, it helps to be kinder to other people. And that's because what you give to yourself outwardly shows. Whether it be like you exercise or you run or you do activities that you enjoy and it makes you happy, that spreads. So that's why I think it's so important. Now, how does it help to love God once we love ourselves?
well, you know how to take care of yourself, and I think God probably feels good when you do what his commandments say, and I just feel that he knows that you're doing that, and then it's also good for you because then you've been taking care of yourself, and it makes yourself feel good, and that way, and when you talk to God, you can just be kind of, you don't have to be serious about it. You can just be you.
I think if God was not with us, maybe we would not know who we are because, well, like, God knows who we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so by loving ourselves, it allows us to recognize who we are and what God made us to be. Well, let's go back to the story. Jesus said that in the two-part answer, the first one being the Deuteronomy, like make sure you're strong, all that kind of stuff, and then the most important one being love your neighbor as yourself. What do you think? how do you think the religious leaders feel about that?
They might have thought, like, oh no, it's not about you, it's about God all the time, and you have to just think about God. You can't waste time on other things. You have to think about God, but if you just think about God all the time, you have to care for yourself as well.
So, like, when you do all those stuff, you also have to care about yourself. Like, you have to care about God and yourself. Like, both.
And why might this be surprising, coming from the perspective of what was like what the religious leaders would teach?
Because some people, a long time ago, some people didn't love God, so they like weren't kind, because that's kind of mean to God to say, like, I don't like you or I don't love you. That's mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we even had some of that today too. And I also think it might be surprising because I think a lot of people, it's a generalization, but we oftentimes are unsure of ourselves. We're unsure of like who we are, or maybe we have trouble taking care of ourselves, and also learning to like balance our love for ourselves, love for other people, family, friends, God, and Jesus all together. And so for Jesus to say this was the most important thing, I think it was not necessarily a revelation, but it was more of this is where like a person should be following their values. They should be doing this or figuring out that. All right. Well, let's do a repeat after me. All right. Gentle one. Thank you for your spirit within us,
Thank you for your spirit within us,
who guides, encourages,
guides
and strengthens
encourages
us.
and strengthens us.
Help us see ourselves through your eyes.
Help and be yourselves through your eyes.
With love,
With
love,
kindness, and deep joy,
deep joy.
may we love our bodies,
love our body,
treasure our hearts,
treasure our heart,
and celebrate our spirits.
and celebrate our spirits.
Amen.
Amen.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good week, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
See you next
Bye.
week.
Thank you. Bye.
Do you have a favorite book that you can share? Okay, I'm going to share my favorite book, and then we're going to take turns sharing our favorite book. So my favorite book that I like to read with Jack is Knuffle Bunny. And sometimes when we read Knuffle Bunny, we also like to snuggle with Knuffle Bunny. Okay. All right. Jack, can you share your favorite book with us?
My favorite book is Guinness Book of World Records, 2019.
Yes. Why do you like that book, Jack?
It has Legos in it.
Oh, Jack loves Legos, and so there are a couple world records that he gets to see with Legos. Great. Thanks, bud.
My favorite books are the Harry Potter books.
Ooh, who do you like to read those with?
Oh, my dad. I like.
Do you have a favorite book?
What's your favorite book? Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Oh, do you like to sing that song too while you're reading it?
Yeah. Can you sing?
We are young, mama now. We are young,
Yay!
Yay, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your favorite books.
You're welcome.
Yeah. What books did you two bring today with us?
Rocks.
Oh, the Lorax. Oh, that is a great book. I love that. What makes you like that book so much?
Because I like all the because I like fruits and the truffle of fruits are in the truffle of trees.
Yes, great. Wonderful. Thank you. And how about your brother? Hold on. Is that does that say bedtime for baby shark?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. We love to sing the baby shark song at our house.
You.
Oh, I do. So does Kylie. Great. Thank you so much for sharing.
Harry Potter.
Oh my goodness. Who do you enjoy reading the Harry Potter books with?
Stacy.
And who's Stacy?
Who's Stacy? No, you're not saying like Stacy is his name.
How nice to be able to spend some special time with her, right? And read that book. Love it. Goodness. Okay, so is anybody willing to share another way that we can help take care of ourselves? We had heard about eating good food and getting enough sleep. Anybody have another idea of what we can do to take care of ourselves?
Exercising to keep your body healthy.
Oh, yes. And that is for two reasons, right? Keeping your body healthy, but does anybody enjoy exercising? Anybody enjoy running around or riding their bike or going for a hike?
Riding my bike.
Yeah. Great. Say it again.
I like riding my bike.
Oh, do you have a favorite place you like to go ride your bike? In your neighborhood, or do you go somewhere?
Around our neighborhood.
Nice.
I'm already on my two-wheeler.
Are you really?
My brother's on his four-wheeler.
Okay. I love it.
I'm doing my two-wheeler scooter.
Okay, gotcha.
2 wheels.
Okay. Wonderful. Okay, anybody have one more idea? Jack is over here really enjoying his book right now. Right? So reading is something that's really good for you. Anybody else? How about spending time with other people? Do you think that's an important thing to do?
Oh, I have homework.
Doing homework for school is important. That's right.
And it makes you smarter too.
It sure does, and it helps to reinforce what you learned in school that day, right? For sure. Okay, so our story today was about making sure that we love God and you love yourself, and when you're able to do those things, then you can love other people. In your packet, you have this paper. Does anybody have that with them right now? Great. Oh, wow, look at you. So just a reminder that you can certainly color this in as we're talking, but also when you're finished coloring it in, if you don't get to finish it today, eventually when you do, you're going to go ahead and cut it out, and then you're going to add it to that garland. Okay. Is anybody able to help us? It says, for myself, I'm looking at this picture. For myself, I am. Is anybody able to read any of those words in there?
Yes. I am gentle, loving, unique, smart, important, brave, kind, strong, good enough.
Great. Does anybody have any other words that you could use to describe yourself? in addition to these words? Are there some other words that you could add to that list? What are some things that make you super special?
Love.
Love. Yeah. Well, we're going to, over the course of this week, we're going to learn all about how important it is to love God and love yourself. And therefore, that helps you to be able to love other people. Okay? We're going to end with a prayer today. I'm going to just read the prayer. If you guys could just kind of clasp your hands and bow your head as I read a prayer, that would be really helpful. Okay? Okay. Dear God, thank you for your spirit within us, who guides, encourages, and strengthens us. Help us see ourselves through your eyes with love, kindness, and deep joy. May we love our bodies, treasure our hearts, and celebrate our spirits. Amen. Well, I'm so glad that you joined us today. I hope you have a great week. I can't wait to hear, maybe next week we can share some things that you learned about as far as loving God, loving yourself, and then loving others. Okay? All right. Have a good week, guys. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.